I'm under impression that YouTube does not have intellectual content, and yet TikTok has loads of stuff that I like. How come, next generation, way better, way faster, actually fixes the problem that I have, essentially. Let's go. Let's find intellectual content. Oh, I would click that though. It's different. It's just different. I need to talk to you? Well,
Hello.
very likely you don't.
To you. Don't try not to care about that because I just want to have a one-on-one, completely human interaction with another human to talk about.
How would you do that? How would you have a human interaction? Oh, she needs to talk to me too. Okay, that's great. Is this a script now?
Never been the type of person to film this kind of video unless I had an important announcement. Usually a sad
What is
everything
happening?
down the chest and then
Boring and not intellectual. Yes, people love being vague because they already have your attention. They already dominate the platform to some extent. Clickbait haven't died, by the way. Isn't that funny? And TikTok simply doesn't have that problem at all. If you're talking bullshit, people just gonna reject you. That's it. And they're constantly comparing you with other creators. Like, actually. Not because you have a familiar face and we were attached watching you because making decisions was too hard. Like, imagine just what people call doom scrolling has actually solved so many problems. It's the same fucking thing as with AI, right? What people call the fucking end of the world at this point is something that is actually incredibly helpful in a lot of creative or engineering decisions, or just making life decisions, or just having something to fucking talk to. Holy shit, man. YouTube is actually getting its ass kicked. Alright? There's just simply the next generation of content, and if you're gonna ignore it, I will ignore you while I poop in your fucking mouth. Because you deserve all the abuse you're gonna receive for not just disliking TikTok. And technically, that's one good reason to like break up with people if they don't understand that TikTok is the next biggest thing. But here it is. Here's another batch. You should have watched all of the other ones though. There's like so many now. All the other compilations I've made. Again, I'm not saying I can't compile YouTube content, but it's not fun. It's not fun to do, actually. And I would rather compile like trusted creators type of stuff once I get to know their personalities. So very different. I think you search by what the fuck, but okay, not okay. You can type what the fuss, like actually, and get the same number 14. Wow, there's two of them. Three of them? Well, there's a reason for it, okay? There's a reason why there's a lot of 14s. Special one. Wait, why am I not getting all of them though? Alright, what the F you if you do that? Oh, we had number 50! Isn't that amazing? Wait, is that the same person? That would be weird, bro. No, it can't be. One was good and another one was bad. Every journey I go through is a lonely journey indeed. No questions asked. Oh, you taking that path? No one's going that way, actually. What? Why? Which way would I go and actually meet another person? Please tell me. I can't. That one thing I'm failing miserably every single time. It's so fascinating. I guess technically someone glanced into those compilations every now and then, and they're relatively fine. I can't say successful. I just don't get it, right? Like, do people just misuse YouTube and just like let the algorithm decide everything for them. Like, that's weird, man. I don't want YouTube to feel worse and worse every time I think about it. I mean, my LARPing story has stalled pretty hard. And I do live in fear. Unlike other creators, I do live in a fear that all of a sudden I will not get views the next day, you know? That something will happen and the algorithm will shadow ban me anyways, because it would prefer that anyways, right? It would prefer causing me pain, like everyone else. Still can't believe that the most promising channel is the with the least subscribers, where I'm just taking a piss on Mr. Beast. Cause that's one just chill. This is cute. I couldn't do the same thing on my main channel, actually, where I'm just trashing Mr. Beast. Maybe I've never really tried. I tried. I made a parody, too. Although, I don't know. I wish this one kind of hit hard, because this one, uncanny, to be honest. If you're wondering what Mr. Beast versus Ring of Fire is, like, technically it's a series. I used to be a little bit more numbers oriented, and I needed to answer this, like, weird question of, like, who's the best narcissist? You know, it's just not the most fun thing to ask, but I had my reasons. It will be worth revisiting at some point just to see the results. I don't know. If a competition lasted for more than 11 episodes, I mean, there gotta be something in there. So I think me trashing Mr. Beast does not show up above 1,000 views. It only does that on all the other channels. Yes. Skibidi wrist dropped. That's it. So whatever I was able to pull already is pretty phenomenal. We broke that twice. And guys, I wish I could just transfer one of my videos to another channel, because this is also technically success story. Yes, that's what you do on YouTube. You trash Mr. Beast. That's the thing. It's the most successful thing of all time. You know what's funny, though? You haven't showed up. He missed the upload window. What happened, Mr. Beast? Now it's scary stuff. Alright, enough of this narcissistic garbage. Let's, jump right in there and speedrun some TikToks. It's all about intellectual content here, okay, guys?
The fact that 240 journalists were supposedly killed in Gaza over a...
Yeah, the US doesn't care very much. It simply feels that Israel wants to control narrative in the most vicious way. Like, they just, like, turn into a torture state, into devil state. Wow. Jesus should have warned us about that shit.
The fact you didn't turn evil is insane. All the stuff you went through, and you still managed to stay a good person, and we can list it out. You had your family betray you, friends, people cheating on you.
I wish people cheated on me.
If people were able to look at every single thing you went through, they would just expect you to be some type of supervillain. And that's what a lot of people do to you. They project themselves onto you, but there's just something about you where you're...
They actually already hope that you're, like, too far gone. There's nothing you can do anymore. There's no saving you anymore. They have that mentality encoded somehow. I couldn't even fucking graduate school before that mentality took place. But that's just simply what it's like to be level 2. You graduate and you evolve. And people are, like, scared of, like, oh, you're gonna be supervillain now? One of the best ways to explain what's going on in the world when you're interacting with people, they're fucking neurotic. They lose their shit on just tiniest things. They lose their focus on tiniest things. They start focusing on your mistakes. They can't put it down. It's just their brain rot activates so fast. And those people are loud, and they are not supervised by anyone else. The baby starts crying, and that's it. Game over. Level 1 noise taking place very quickly. Can level 1 person just break into crying, and very likely that there's no one that's gonna shut them up, basically. No one gonna kick them out. It's the same problem on the internet. Internet moderation required to kick out the fucking crying babies. Teenage tantrum is level 2 bullshit people have to deal with. Sometimes a teenager can look like reasonable, can, converse about something that they like, dislike. The brain rot level person just won't even try, won't even put effort. And that's it. Like, level 1 person, you go over there in your baby stroller with other babies. You can yap about Tung Tung Sahur. This shit, like, where's parenting? Why so many babies crying right now? Why are we just overrun by all these neurotic degenerates, basically? Why don't, like, normal people have normal amount of power that they deserve? Why is just pain that I generate in my life, right? I am supervillain. I am Reddit moderator. I'm still unemployed, though. I should be employed as such moderator. Chat control? Exactly what I'm talking about. Right now, chat control is all the hype. And you know what? Give me that job. Give me right now. No sign petition to cry like baby. Give me the chat control job. That's a fucking job, dude. What are you talking about? Let me confront people. Let me punish them for once. The people just unhinged. They do whatever the fuck they want. It's capitalism. It's freedom. Congratulations, right? But at the same time, I will talk about a next episode dedicated to planned obsolescence. How relationships come to die upon a single fucking click of a button of, like, you just block a person. You block a person. That's it. What? Why are you allowed to be blocking a person? And the planned obsolescence idea is that, well, any relationship can just be thrown in the trash whenever you feel like it. That's all planned. Most relationships are planned to fail. So they need the block button to keep themselves safe from just receiving messages. The scariest thing of all time, right? But it's just a showcase of a broken system. And yet, a lot of narcissists and a lot of just people who obey capitalism, they're just like, well, the system is broken. It's fine, though. I accept the broken system. No, it's fundamentally like a quick fix system. We have a lot of things going on, but all these things are placeholders and they're broken and they're trash. And if you go through Capitalism Explained, I'll just repeat the same ideas, but in more detail. So yeah, I went through a lot of pain, and I see how the world works, and I keep collecting that information. I don't stop.
Once you start dating women that actually like you, you very quickly realize how much effort they're willing to put in and how far they will go to show you that they love you and that they care about you and are willing to maintain the relationship. Despite what you may believe, they communicate very well. They are very fun, they're very funny, they have fantastic personalities.
The real question is, what is he talking about? There is a woman like that out there? Imagine me being so unlucky that all of the relationships just end in catastrophe, right? I can't even be friend zoned. So that's cool. Like, you have to now start imagining that I'm like the most unattractive person on earth. But I don't even care. Like, what the fuck is attraction? I just want to talk at this point. I just want there to be a fucking floor where I can start, right? Oh, there's minimum wage. Oh shit, I have to put minimum amount of effort to, like, approach people in the streets or some bullshit like that, right? There is the minimum wage. You don't get paid below minimum wage, unfortunately. You get paid fucking nothing besides blocks and ignores and all just conflict. Pure conflict. That's what you get. Beautiful stuff. Dating women that actually like, I mean, can't wait for that unicorn. Yeah, so, I just talked about different poverties, and poverty costs money. Poverty is a fucking death spiral, if anything. And the first thing that we should be trying to ensure in each other's lives is that there is no, like, additional expenses in anyone's lives. That if I can cover your fucking expenses with $100, that you don't need to suffer. I was just like, if I can buy you an air conditioner, you just simply don't die. Like, that would be fascinating. Just save someone's life. Just let me buy that thing for you. Let me set it up for you. Like, just simple shit like this, where poverty stops killing people, would be a very nice charity to set up, don't you think? In this case, it's like a lot of time gets wasted when you're poor. What in the fucking Chat GPT am I reading here? Yeah, it's so annoying to get clamped, but good news, everyone! Life is fair, is the most fundamental thing you have to understand. Like, reality wouldn't exist if it wasn't trying to be fair. First and foremost, because why would reality exist to just cause pain and suffering, and that's it? Like, there's nothing to achieve within reality. Of course, that's not what's going on. When you're receiving pain, you're receiving valid information about reality. Pain has to come from somewhere, and you must get hit by the bullet. You must not be able to dodge it. You must not have the skill by that time. And you receive so much pain that at some point you start dodging the evil people, and their behavior gets untangled very much quicker. So quickly that they cannot fucking keep up anymore. And shitting in your fucking brains, basically. Trying to manipulate you. They can't keep up. They just give up, bro. At some point, you receive so much pain that even the... Like, so many evil people just can't touch you anymore. And then, very likely, you can finally start a life. When you're dodging all the evil of the world, you can start a life. Any self-improvement technically helps you dodge evil, generally speaking. There's two directions to go to. But what has to happen is, like, something like poverty should not be dragging you down. Because otherwise, the gravity's too great. You have to keep improving yourself within the pain metric to be able to fucking finally pop out of whatever is dragging you down. And technically, I don't feel too much gravity anymore, guys. I think I might be safe now. After all of this, the final fucking straw is functional in life. Look at that. And then you start your life. Up to this point, none of it even mattered. All of it was just abuse and fucking human training. Until you can actually finally start life. And make your first friends that matter or something. Like, just so miserable, but that's what it is. I could talk about my journey across pain like over and over again. It's the most fascinating thing. I think, like, why would someone's life reset? Why can't they just start living their life? What's holding them back? It's the coolest story. Because you're truly fighting the hordes of evil. You're fighting against the odds. You're analyzing every single advantage you can get. And there's so many demons, so many fucking pitfalls, so much responsibility you have to take to just fucking move forward in life. To just feel comfortable. And even then, starting point? Where's the starting point? Is it still like you have to earn a certain amount of money? Technically, it gets really fucking weird to try and find the starting point. And I still don't quite have it. But, and there's still quite a bit of gravity anyways, despite me trying to be optimistic. Life might not start for a very long time. For a lot of people. This is what they have to fight all the time. But this is what we have to unite against. We can't just sit in fucking silence, bro. You guys are fucking lucky that YouTube decided to fucking shit out a community called LARPers. Right? That's one community. We can do more. We don't stop there. And we, in fact, should be doing it so much faster right now. We should just fucking kick LARPers aside, shut the fuck up, LARPers, and make another community. Right? We have to keep on building things like that. That's the only way out that we can help each other and stop fucking focusing on them rich bitches, basically, and feeding them attention that they don't deserve. Clearly they don't deserve. Guys, I need to tell you something. I need your attention right now, guys. Oh my god. Oh, truly. I know what's going on. Running out of resources to actually display on a screen, so it's just now just begging for views. Imagine that. Imagine if that's what's going on with these two videos I clicked on. It's fucking crazy. Again, I want you to vibe with this, that back to back I was able to click these two videos, right? You must understand how manipulative women actually are as well. They would literally hide that intention of like, well, I ran out of this resource, but I still want the attention because it pays bills, so let's do it anyways, guys. I might fucking head shop this bullshit. I don't know. I smell really, really bad intentions. Considering that never have I ever, again, like, seen a community develop where it's actually trying to help. Fucking hell, dude. Just trying to brainwash, maybe. Trying to help? Get out of here. And help actually helps. Help actually elevates out of just the cyclical pain. Yeah, once you have a washing machine. But imagine getting kicked out then into the streets and into living in your car. All of a sudden you're poor, right? And it costs you still quite a bit. No one can actually live like a van life. Van life ain't a thing, and TikTok also debunked that shit. Which is the scariest thing of like, no, I need it. I need some kind of fucking mercy for humanity. What are we talking about?
This is why your dating pool is so just like up and
I mean, technically, I could just say apocalypse. You shouldn't be dating during apocalypse, but I would never be able to grasp to a concept of like, there's bad time to do something ever. Like, if someone needs to date, they should be dating. It's mid-COVID, I don't give a fuck. They should go out and date. Find a way anyways. I will never say that there's a bad time for something. It's weird. Apocalypse is weird. Things are falling apart right now. New World Order and everything, guys.
and
Kind of introducing Skinwalker, I don't know, man. I need to see the full video to understand what's going on.
this would
Chicks that want to date are alien invaders.
actually listen.
I understand, to some extent. Like, when women get a boyfriend, they become so alienated to dating in general. If, like, they found a solution. They're just, like, fucking little goblins with the ring that makes them invisible, right? They turn into golems. This is a girl who have found a boyfriend. That's just what it is. My precious. That's just how it works. They become the most disgusting human beings. Thinking that they have everything figured out, and they, even though all they have is a ring, right? All they have is, like, idea of marriage. And it drives them crazy, as if like it's such a valuable thing where everything else gets to die. That's what would make them aliens, absolutely. And women actually act very similarly. They do look like golems, depending on how much attention they get, depending on how many guys are surrounding them. So there's a fucking spectrum of golemification. I swear to God, it's so fucking bizarre to me. But they desire, actually, relationships so much. But it's like in a self-destructive way. And they didn't pick from all the dating pool because they would have at least dated me one time. They just picked some guy and desperately put on the fucking ring, basically. It's like, yes, I did it. I have it. This is nasty behavior, guys. It's kind of like a teenage tantrum relationship for the sake of flex, for the sake of just solving a problem so you don't have to think about it anymore, right? And it's like, well, I'm supposed to be happy now because I have crossed the thing on the list. It's a way to like make something completely meaningless, even though it's reshaping your life fundamentally. You don't put enough thought into love itself, and holy shit, all you can do is just project that you have something, but you don't actually have time for anyone else to just fucking talk, to just be happy, to actually flex while your mask is falling off on just human contact, right? This is what happens when you put too much energy into just one relationship. You get golemified. Simple as that.
This AI no longer
She's definitely talking crazy shit, though.
be able to.
But she's trying to understand something. She's on point. No, she's not even interacting with comment section again. I want to filter people like this out. Like, get the fuck out of here. If your engagement is 0%, fuck these people. I want to filter TikTok even one more generation. I'm not done with this shit. Okay? One more generation of filter. Who wants to build the next generation of social media with me? Who wants to do it? I'm still getting pissed even by TikTok terms. Not just YouTube terms, bro. We can do better. I swear to God, we can do better. But because I have already a life project, I can't actually sacrifice it right now. It has to be a 50-50 split. Who wants to fucking do it? Please tell me. If you don't have a life project, you need this. You need to fucking build social media with me. Let's fucking go. Let's build the next YouTube. One simple flaw that persists that could change everything. You can see, again, doom scrolling. Nah, bro. Nah. It saved the world.
And like God. And then their egos.
Okay. That's we're in line with this one.
Because work out and do their
So, it seems like she's trying to literally confirm my theory. Just like that. Seems like everyone needs a me time.
own thing, man. But it's
I only want to date you. Let's give this guy up. Alright? There better be something happening.
like death. It pretend like
Why do I think golemification happens in women? Well, they just don't see a big point in life in general. They almost like achieved something and squeezing value out of something that doesn't have much value. They're obsessed, locked in, and like when you run out of goals and run out of self-improvement, and everything becomes the fucking loop of doing the same thing over and over again, I mean, it gets really toxic. I would say that if a woman is getting fatter, that she's not in love. That's not how it works. Alright? No one in love is fat. To be in love is to be maintained. The other person wants you to look as attractive as possible. And will notice if you're falling behind to, try and get as much value out of you as possible. That's the most valuable state of a relationship, where it is kind of needy, it is kind of greedy, But you gotta work. You gotta work to maintain it. It should be worth the effort in the end of the day. It's not a lot to ask for. One thing that I'm pissed off about is like, well, you solved your problem. How about solve other people's problem? Right? If you're so obsessed about having a relationship, why are you not concerned about other people not having one? Right? That should be the biggest red flag. It's kind of similar to like if you're rich, why are you not concerned about other people being poor? Why are you not trying to help them somehow? To adopt rich mentality. To escape poverty somehow. Something, guys. But with relationship, I feel like it's the most potent one, and it's not talked about at all.
If you would just realize a chick is putting on a performance, first of all, you wouldn't have to waste your life waiting for her mask to fall off.
It's like a game. You're fighting a boss fight. If you're fighting evil, the better you are at the game, the faster you can destroy people's masks and deception, trying to deceive you that they're actually good people. You know, get the fuck out of here. But there's so much evil. It's crazy. To even get a performance done by evil people for you? Damn. I think that's one of the biggest evils, actually. Again, people are technically separated into their own categories, their levels, but the evil people want to just jumble it up. Human is equal to human. Don't worry about that shit. Alright? And baby is just as valuable as any other human. Fucking baby. I can throw tantrums. I can just mob you in the comment section. I'm still equal, basically. They don't understand the concept of effort or anything that makes them unequal. It's just like my effort has to be denied, trashed, and it's like, no, it doesn't make you a better person, actually. I decided, right? They have to try and manipulate the system. People who are manipulating levels, they're the main evil right now. They're the ones messing shit up right now because that's the one you can still get away with right now. That's how you know. And again, my ex tried to manipulate me anyways, despite I'm offering just friendship alone, and it's just like she couldn't fucking get it in the way she wanted. It's so fucking disgusting. And since I'm a bigger, stronger person, I was able to like speed run that shit. I was able to take the perfect opportunity when to do it, because the evil person wants to position themselves in slight advantage over you, and when you take that advantage, they get super mad, extremely mad, of like, don't take the advantage. No, I need free time right now to manipulate you. What are you talking about? Don't do this shit to me, alright? I might slip. I might fucking crack my mask, and it's like, wow. The shit I just went through. Okay, keep going.
Some of them want to take from you.
This is not the time to be dated. Well, that's exactly why you date, to expose a bunch of idiots who think they can manipulate you. The first exposure therapy you have to give to them is just yourself, of like, look at me. I'm immune to your bullshit. Look how cool I am. They should be more attracted, but because they're evil, they're repelled. Simple as that. The end. The moment you want to manipulate reality, everything goes wrong. The goodness of people repels you because it decodes your fucking bullshit instead of actually attracting you to them and helping you establish a relationship. Nah. You were too needy, too greedy, too evil. Fucking electrocuted by my goodness, rather. It's
Finish
so
the phrase.
fascinating, but that's the dynamic of life simply works, right? You could look at, like, there's so many people, there's so much evil, there's so much nothingness injected into the world, and it has to stabilize itself. Otherwise, like, yeah, Humans are technically just AI robots. They're nothings. They're a bunch of evil creatures right now that have to be repelled, have to be just thrown into trash. A lot of them have to get humbled before we can actually build anything on this unstable, ecosystem. Unstable, ever inflating ecosystem where inflation is normal. 2% inflation, normal. Yeah, inflation is normal. In narcissistic relationship, it's always like this. There's always the apocalyptic fucking terms and conditions in the very end, where shit goes haywire. Shit hits the fan. Just because, you know? I'm not letting go capitalism. There's the ultimate tantrum moment. By anyone who enjoyed capitalism way too much, they think that something is slipping and they have to wage war against the idea that capitalism is going away. That's why Middle East is just completely on fire right now. Because they're going insane. Russia-stan? I wish I could add Israel in there. Is there Israel? I could say is Russia-stan. The land of is Russia-stan. Okay, this one is better. Because it has like Isra, and it doesn't change the Russia because you say Ra. Is Russia-stan. You could ditch and say Israstan. The land of Israstan. Completely on fire. Can't cope with capitalism going away. They're crying like little babies right now. And killing each other. And giving middle finger to the most powerful country. What Trump is probably just flabbergasted. Like, why is Iran giving me middle finger? I can kill them all. What is going on? Why do they don't want to negotiate? What do I do? What do I do? Do I actually just obliterate the whole fucking nation? Make it disappear? I mean, I already tweeted about it, but do I actually do it? This is what's going on right now, in my opinion. The entire fucking Middle East, fucking ass right now. Panic mode. Capitalism is going away. What will we do? There's nothing beyond capitalism. How will we manipulate all the narratives and wage wars? Afterwards, we have to do it now. World War capitalism is going on in that exclusive area, you know? World War cap. Way, it's just coolest concepts ever, dude. It's not actually like World War, it's kind of cap in one location, so don't worry about it. Maybe World Wars were always meant to be cool and stuff.
Great. Think alike. Yeah.
Great minds.
Keep going.
We're always gonna debunk great minds think alike because there's the fucking mob mentality that people are so proud of. And unfortunately, that's not how it works.
The phrase is, great minds think alike, but simple minds seldom differ.
Do you have an opinion? Do you, though? People sometimes even want to cry up like, but it's just opinion. I want to have opinion. Can't I have opinion? Do you actually have an original opinion that you're supposed to, like, fucking have? Right? No. Most people don't do that shit. They don't make up their own minds about anything. They couldn't even do a simple job of review an item of media of any kind. They couldn't do that. Markiplier released the new movie I like. That's it. The end.
The more I live, the more I realize that people fucking hate the underdog.
Well, technically, that's what makes you the underdog, is the fact that people hate you.
When you're growing up, you get this notion that people are inclined to root for the underdog. Kids' movies always start.
But yeah, at the same time, that would be a good thing to do, to root for the underdog, to care about a person who is behind, right? Just like, let's focus on this person. Let's give him advice. All right, we don't have to go fast anymore. There's already people behind us that we can care for, right? But right now, we're in such a survival situation, that doesn't matter. Whatever he's talking about, don't matter. What most people talking about don't matter right now. Just survival. This very basic shit matters. This shit don't matter. Underdog, you're watching movies? Well, movies are for the oblivious people who want to feel good about themselves in the moment, who want to escape reality and survive another day, right? You have to eat movies like it's food you paid for, like it's gonna saturate your mind so you don't go insane, because the reality is crazy like that. So you want to watch the good type of movies, actually.
Plant the idea of less fortunate people being supported by society, but in reality, that's far from the truth.
Well, it gets pretty weird because you have to do the 50-50 thing, right? You still have to carry yourself up. You still have to try and keep up. Trying to claw out a fucking grave. It's, because just, it's kind of possible, right? They love the underdog story when it concludes itself, when it turns into a story. When it's ongoing, people cannot help you in that moment. So it is, well, survival on top of that. You can still stack a little bit of effort every now and then. Every bit of stack works, right? You can build anything out of even tiny bit of effort if you can stack it. If you can stack that effort successfully. Even like, I'm technically stacking my mind. Every time I dig myself out of the ground and I have a little bit of time, I can improve my mind just a little bit. What does that mean exactly? It's hard to tell sometimes. But then you get a better vision of reality. And that's usually where the story can end happily. Better vision of reality, more confidence, everything should go according to plan past that point. Shizogarf. What a cool name. I mean, first of all, you don't act as an underdog. Don't put yourself down. People will love the underdogs when it's trendy to do so. It feels like it's so weird.
People who
Here's another thing that should be happening, but nobody cares to care about that.
People who lack empathy or aren't naturally empathetic people honestly creep me the fuck out. Like, stay the fuck away from me. I'm talking about the people who can literally watch someone struggle and feel absolutely nothing. Means to them.
We are sort of living in a phase of society where people feel that they can waste any amount of resources they please because they only see the money go down. Money go down or up. They don't see any other resource right now. The golem ideology is not because woman is clinging onto a man, but they're clinging together onto money. They are together, side by side, clinging onto the same thing. It's just like woman is clinging onto the man who's earning money, and man is clinging onto money, but they are not happy. You must understand. They're fucking preoccupied with just this one particular thing that occupies their entire mind right now. And children level people, level 1 people can't even have a relationship, a long-lasting relationship. So level 2 people, because they're just above level 1, they can only like cling on to the relationship desperately. Level 3 people can now start making projects, start actually using money for something in a meaningful way. Empathy? No. If you are not empathetic, that does not reduce the amount of money you have. Technically, in their minds, they don't feel like anything, right? They can do whatever they want, then they check their pockets. Well, I still have the same amount of money, actually, so fuck you, dude. What are you gonna do now? If people end up measuring their morality through money, and they just don't see nothing eventually. They just become blind to all the human values because we're just measuring one thing. It gets so fucking shallow so fast.
Every relationship they have in their own mind is transactional.
Yeah, I just seen this old man, this old billionaire guy. This Brian Rose guy, I mean, you get his energy of like, oh god. That's where you like lose empathy and then you try to level up. That's what you become. You should work hard. Money is valuable. But you must not get to the point where it becomes a destructive force. Lucky those who they're not sensitive to karma.
Media has ruined romance and dating. It has changed thank yous to as you shoulds. It's made compliments expected and demanded in every conversation.
Wow, look at that. She actually at least reads comments.
And when you do throw a compliment like, oh my god, you're so pretty, you're met with, yeah, I know, right? We have created a world where women will post bikini pictures and in the same breath, they'll yell at their boyfriends for liking bikini pictures.
Okay, so she's blaming social media? It's shallow, actually.
Their posting is all fake. It's all fake dates, fake gifts that they've planned as content. So you shouldn't be comparing your real life relationship to a content relationship.
I don't know, man.
Okay, I had to come on.
It's still a different dimension entirely. Because women still are capable of, like, dating in real life. Right? I don't know that thing very well, actually. To some point, like, women are so good at traveling, even. At escaping their own little fucking place to the point where, like, damn, you can just date anyone, I guess. But then at the same time, what about me? If you can date anyone, then at least we can write each other. And we can't. Again, it's not because social media is bad. It's actually because it's not good enough. Every single time something bad is happening is because it's not good enough.
Do. Once that narcissist feels like they're not getting attention from you, like everybody loves me, why don't you love me? Why aren't you giving me attention? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you licking my balls? Whatever. Like, they're confused as to why you're not enamored with them like everybody else.
Yes, then they look for troubles. You must be damaged goods somehow.
And number one, angry post exposing your ex. When you post something like that in a fit of rage or you're emotionally disturbed because of whatever your ex did, as horrible as it was, do not post about it. The world...
I want to post it, though.
The weakest thing you can do as a person...
yeah. Taylor Swift can post and make millions. That's so fascinating, bro.
The weakest thing you can do as a person is be friends with someone who is outright disrespectful towards you as a person.
Mr. Beast has been secretly filming kids in Walmart.
He was spying to see why these boxes break.
Someone to listen to their lies without someone to enable their false sense of self.
Yeah, narcissists do need confirmation of how great they are. The reason for it is the narcissistic mindset is to try and, like, be top 1%, at least in something. And that would just make them constantly great, constantly give them compliments in a way. So they kind of used to that sort of lifestyle, but, you know, you can be a top 1% in some category, but you still have to come down to fucking Earth and talk to normal human beings.
Found out that getting into a relationship is not supposed to throw you completely off your life path and cause atomic levels of anxiety? I'm no longer
This one's deep, because the underdog story has a counterpart. Look at that.
People's accomplishments.
I'm not impressed.
Because I want to know, how much adversity did people face? I want to know, what privileges did you start out this...
Yeah, because sometimes you just get a high-paying job. That's it. The end. Happy life forever after. Some people can only dream about it. Some people just get it, and they live happily ever after. No problem. Like, it feels randomized a little bit.
Life with. How many resources did you have? How much support did you have from the people closest to you? Because this makes...
I mean, the first point is the spawn point. Who are your parents? How well are your parents behaved?
All the difference.
Because if your parents are just teenage tantrum degenerates, which mine are, unfortunately, You cannot partner them with them easily at all. I was able to like pull my mom out of a shithole basically. I hope she's like level 3 in a relationship technically. But the idea that we cannot actually have a normal conversation makes her not that valid level 3 person. So I don't know.
I see people like Taylor Swift, like Chloe Kim, like all of these kind of women, and not just women, men too, right? But like people who dominate their fields, okay? What no matter what industry it is. And then you look behind their stories, and a lot of these people have had incredible fucking privilege. Like you look at Taylor Swift's story, her mother basically supported her.
Yes, yes, famous people came from rich backgrounds anyways. A lot of NPCs have to be rich to keep their fucking high up. But Taylor Swift still had to fucking craft skill. Still had to go through some kind of filter process anyways. It's not free. And you have to be famous. You have to be in the open in the first place. A lot of people choose not to be famous ever. They make that choice even though there is no choice. Just a little bit of pain, a tiny bit of pain is required to, or rather, required to accept. Although I don't disclose my face, but it's because there's even more layers of pain. Fame is not enough for me to solve all my problems. So still, even though, yes, most of the time rich people, but that's with NPCs as well. You're gonna be a rich NPC if you come from a rich family, but you still have to go through the process of learning everything. And again, being a singer, you probably wouldn't want that in the first place. I don't want to dwell because I haven't made my mind about this.
All the fucking way. Her father invested in her music, their family.
Like again, a lot of celebrities come from Disney World where they haven't even been 18 by the time they became famous.
She could go, that is not a deadbeat father. Like the level of privilege that these people have. And it makes me wonder.
It makes me wonder what it's like to not have that privilege. What happens then? You know? The math isn't mathing.
If everyone had that privilege, if everyone had those parents,
everyone would be famous. Yeah, you have this nepotism combo. But it is what it is. The reason why I say, like, probably not everyone wants to be a singer, because there already are singers, because they're already ahead of you. And they're already cheerleading you to do something else more meaningful, technically.
Relationships back up to where we were before in the past. But you'll see it now with your friends. You're like, man, I'm not even asking my friends how they're doing lately and what's going on. That's another total side note for mental health.
People are so focused on money and they let relationships rot in hell. I don't want to be always the conversation starter, you know? But at some point, like, damn, all the relationships fucking died. Should I have tried to save it? Well, the problem is, money is still preoccupant as well. Like, I need to figure out what to do with my life before I start talking to people, you know?
What's the largest sex difference between men and women?
Let's put down differences on the table. You have the pitch, the strength, and obviously the physical changes or differences.
The majority of men are primarily attracted to women. The vast majority of women primarily attracted to men. And when I say it, it's obvious, right? It's just obvious that it's a big sex difference. And but it's curious. People don't think of it. Even scientists often don't think about it.
I don't know. It was such a basic thing, but it's almost like irrelevant anyways.
Do you know why the rest is the town you live?
This is what makes the biggest difference of how much success you can actually get is the town, the location you live in. Crazy.
This is important because Aaron has a personal deficit with a personal fix. Take another course.
No, it's always location. Just like mental illness, they want to project it as if it's personal, but it can come from the outside. Dealing with toxic outside people can drive you crazy, and you might run out of options of what to do. So you have to make that distinction very quickly. Very quickly, you have to figure out, is it you're the problem or the environment is the problem? This is those big logical things you have to solve as quickly as possible, as to not fool yourself or be manipulated. Again, it was very nasty when my ex was trying to break me for whatever reason. Just fucking entertainment value, I was.
Something's not right with people these days. I've been noticing it for a while now. It's like everybody's walking around in their complete own world. We've lost the ability to communicate with each other. We can't even smile, look each other in the eyes. It's like COVID ruined the handshake and it never came back. People used to be honest. You used to be able to call somebody about
the same thing, money. People are preoccupied with just one thing in particular, and they're not expanding in any other territory. No one is encouraging them to do that. They don't have a variety of good intentions. So all of a sudden, like, you just treated as a lesser human by accident from every angle. What's that about?
People realize how much our lives are affected by how dumb the average person is. Like all the traffic that you sit in, yeah, all of that.
And that's why we have to pay taxes to cover the dumb people's asses, because they're the ones destroying everything.
That is caused by how dumb, because of these people. A lot of the taxes that we pay, a lot of the ridiculous rules and laws and regulations out there, again, this is due to how dumb the average person.
That's the problem. Like, that's always underlying problem, and it's like, when are we gonna filter the dumb people out? Because it will change things dramatically. Yes, our lives might start looking like In Time. You know the movie? Watch that shit, because everything is segregated to poor areas and rich areas. But at least you can throw the poor people out, the evil ones. You can at least throw them away somewhere when they run out of actually meaningful resources, not money per se. Now he's making a claim that people buy stuff that they cannot afford, driving the prices up. And generally, there's some truth to it. We should all be boycotting to some extent when things are too expensive. We should be collectively finding an alternative, but that's what we don't do. We don't actually collaborate on beating poverty. We just buy into it anyways. In America, poverty makes you fat.
Stay away.
That's the ultimate joke.
Stay away from people who need no proof to believe a lie about you, but need a bunch of evidence to believe the truth. Some people are not looking for clarity.
Imagine, we're sort of supposed to build a conclusion about this whole episode. Imagine we finally have a platform where we're doing processing. Emotional processing, pain processing. Something bad happened in your life, and now you have to figure out what the fuck is going on. Why are people messing with you? Oh, I do feel that at some point I am cornered. That it's very difficult to add more pain into my life. And it tends to, like, kind of backfire almost. More likely. Because a much more flow, natural direction is to accept that I'm the greatest. That I have the best life available for anyone who collaborates on building it up. The amount of pain I can take, just, it's maximum. You can't really add more besides being just total evil and causing me to become a destroyer. Improved by the fact that TikTok exists and helped me process some of these, like, intention slips. I can read people faster, so to speak. I do hope that maybe now partnership is unavoidable, because now, like, I went this direction, a woman goes this direction, and eventually, when they want to go this direction, who is the, like, professional in going this direction in general? right? Who would they choose? It gotta be me, no? And eventually, it's gotta be me.
I'm not gonna believe this, but once upon a time, Elon Musk actually offered to end world hunger.
And that's when he had 7 billion or something.
This is what it looks like.
He stopped offering that.
We now think more people need to realize that bad people, like terrible, awful people, are not terrible and awful to everyone all of the time. Because if they were, nobody would stay. Nobody would ever fall in love with them. Nobody would question whether they themselves are the problem. The hardest people to walk away from are the people who are amazing sometimes. They know just how to make you feel seen, valued, and special. They know exactly.
That's why you have to make tough calculations. Or just put pressure. Put pressure on a relationship and it might just crumble on its own weight. This one is the funniest of all time.
I fired my therapist because she told me
I
need to have more
fired.
empathy for straight white men.
What? What? You need empathy for straight white men? They can solve your problem? What is going on? That can't be right. I love... Like, you know what's going on here. A woman is getting cornered. You need a man now. Get a man, said therapist. If therapist telling that to you, like, you're fucked already. You're already looking for a different therapist who would tell you a different set of truth that you would pay for. You would pay to lie to yourself. I mean, that is unbelievable level of bullshit. This is the funniest thing. I desperately wanted to show you guys. Oh, perfect meme time.
Session we were
Give
sitting next
everything
each
to
other,
me
and she
right
said,
now
I noticed that
about
you joke
this.
about straight white men a lot. Have you thought about having more empathy for them? And I was like, have you thought about quitting your job? Straight white men are the one group of people that have consistently and intentionally caused myself, women that I love, and the whole fucking world
It's all about straights.
the most amount of harm. And I should be allowed
It's all the harm is coming from them. Absolutely. They soak in pain like sponges, but they're the problem.
to vent those
Right?
frustrations in a safe...
That's the thing that I had to live with the whole fucking time. I soak in pain. I soak in all the fucking blame from every angle. I get left behind. And I'm also the problem. So that's fun. Right?
non-judgmental place like therapy.
You know, it amazes me how oblivious some people still are to the concepts of racism and sexism in 2026. For anyone who doesn't understand what I mean, when you judge, mock, or express hostility
Oh my
towards
God.
an entire group of people based on their skin color or sex, that is racial and sex-based prejudice. And under the ordinary definition of
they
those
love
words,
doing
it
that,
is
though.
racism and sexism. And if you do not see the problem, try changing white to another race or skin color. Asian, black,
Oh,
brown,
it doesn't work immediately. Doesn't work,
and
huh?
change men to women. Suddenly, the statement sounds outrageous, doesn't it? And some will probably say, well, it's not the same. Of course, the historical and social context may not be identical, but the fundamental principle is the same.
No, human not equal to human, actually. Woman is better than man, we decided, for whatever reason.
Are assigning collective guilt to millions of individuals because of the race and sex they were born.
But that's copium that these motherfucking women need desperately. They have to demonize men to be able to uphold their bullshit lives. And when they get in trouble, when the only thing that could save them is a white man, it's still very difficult for them to actually, come to their fucking senses. They're just like creating a death spiral that's sending us into famine. Alright, let's go. Let's go where we're going. See you guys next time. See you guys in famine.